Hello, welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be looking at the MDP Sheet Flex Garment Film. That's its big proper name, and the reason why I could say it like that just off the tip of my tongue is because I've got the website open just there. You see it across there, Sheet Flex Garment Film. So what it basically is that you can choose colour sheets from these colours down here, run them through a laser printer, whack them onto the transfer sheets, which are those ones there, and then you can use the finishing sheets at the end to finish it off. Okay, so it comes in a range of colours, and sheets are only 69p each if you buy in one. Obviously you have to add on the cost of the postage and everything else like that. So what we've done is we've got the sheet that's already been ran through the laser printer. I'll come back to that in just a second. We have got the, I held up the wrong one there. You shouldn't have seen that one. That's for another video. That's for something else. Stupid me. We have got the transfer sheets, which are these ones here. And we have got the fixing sheets, which is these ones here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through it the best I can. I'm going to try to do this all in one take if I can. We have got the instructions which are available on the website there that explain what to do. So the first thing we done is one of my friends said, I need a t-shirt for my business, can you do me one? Mates rate special. I said yep, but it's going to be one that I'm going to do as a test for everything else. They said yep, fine, not a problem. So I went into Photoshop Elements 9, if that's important to you, and I designed it very, very quickly. If you can see it that size, it's for a house clearance company. So we've got the bits of the small bits at the top, so we'll be able to look and see how they come out. Now we do have to mirror the image when we print it, and we also have to print it as a transparency. If you print it as a transparency, it actually lays down extra toner, and it's the toner that gets hot that turns to a liquid that is then going to attach itself onto the transfer paper. That's how it works. Now with our laser printer, even though we have just changed a part in it, it's still printing these lines. Now these ones at the bottom I can slice off, because I could just slice it off underneath there. But if you see around here, there's some blue lines. So it'll be interesting to see how it handles those. If they come out, it doesn't really matter to us right now because this isn't the production model. This is just one that's really been done as a test for mates rates, which is a pint of beer, if you're wondering. So yeah, anyway, so we've gone through the artwork, made it slightly smaller than A4. We've done the printing as a transparency. Now it comes down to the pressing. It asks you to remove the Teflon sheets, any Teflon covers you've got in there. Close the heat press to warm up the lower platen. Ours is currently open, but I will close it in just a second. To get your heat race ready for 90 seconds at medium pressure, and because we are using white sheet flex, which is this stuff here, that one there's red, in case you hadn't spotted, or if you're watching in black and white. Can you watch YouTube videos in black and white on black and white monitor? That would be an interesting one. Anyway, it says you have to set your heater to the press to 145 for white, and don't press anything yet. So let's go over to the press. We'll move everything over. As I said, we'll try to do this all in one take, and we'll see how we get on. I might run out of battery, so fingers crossed I don't. All right, let's go. So here we are at the heater. As you can see, we're set to 135, but it's currently gone up to 142, or it was on 143. So what I'll do is I'll just set that now to 145, 30-second press, and I'll just close it down just because it asks for it to be warmed up on the bottom and on the top. So put a sheet of standard copy printer paper onto the lower platen. Now I've got some here. Here's some I prepared earlier. Just give that a couple more seconds just to warm up that bottom one, just to make sure it is well and truly warm. While it is doing that, I'll get the guillotine out and we'll just trim off that bottom bit. can go in the bin, and we're left with that, right? Sorry about my arms getting in the way there. Right, so it says put a sheet of standard copy of paper onto the lower platen. We've just done that. Put your coloured sheet print on top of the copier paper face up. Now I presume by face up it means the print bit up rather than the bit that you haven't printed on. One would presume. Take the transfer sheet, which is one of these ones here, and place face down over your printed design. So the yellow writing on the transfer sheet is face up. So yellow writing that side, no yellow writing that side. There was just a little bit of something on there, I didn't know what it was, so I just pushed it away. Now I'm putting these on, keeping them all lined up. It doesn't say to keep them lined up, but I would presume that you would need them to be nicely lined up. Okay, except that top one's curling up at the sides, as you can see. Then place it, take another piece of copper paper, place it on top. Do not use a Teflon sheet to cover. Now press after the 90 seconds release. So I presume that means press for 90 seconds and then release. That's only set to 30, so I do that 3 times over. I'm going to speed it up now because obviously you don't want to be hearing me rabbit on for 90 seconds. Okay, so that's the 3 times through. Sorry if I'm jiggling you about a bit. Right, it says, step below, leave the media there after it's pressed. It says remove the top sheet of copier paper and firmly rub the transfer sheet with a piece of old t-shirt, which I didn't have to hand. There we go. For 5 to 10 seconds. Okay, so then it says now peel back the transfer paper from the coloured sheet gently and slowly around 10 seconds for a sheet of A4. But you don't want to go too slow, because if you go too slow it's all going to cool down and it won't work. But I can tell you it is hot. Okay, so that's the transfer sheet off. See how that done that nicely onto there. You can discard the transfer sheet as the adhesive is now pressed onto the reverse of the colour sheet, which is where it stuck, where it warmed up the toner. Remove coloured sheet from the platen. On the coloured sheet's reverse, your design will be shown as white, which sort of is. If there is space, manually trim around the design to remove the edges where possible. We'll leave it as it is, that'll be fine. Okay, so the second press. I presume we have to get rid of this one as well. It's got a lot of static on it for some reason. Okay, the second press. Position the garment on the platen. Now you may have seen just a minute ago I did have a white garment on there, but that's because I was getting really confused because at the start I had that other laser packet and that says for light garments, and I just glanced at that and just grabbed a white t-shirt out. But you might have seen during the 90-second press I grabbed the blue t-shirt out. So yeah, right, there we go. So position the garment on the platen and place the coloured sheet on top and put... I'll start again. Position the garment on the platen and place the coloured sheet on top, and on top of this place a matte finishing sheet. Now for me personally, It doesn't say to do the pre-press, but I'm going to do it anyway. That is just a personal thing. I presume everyone does the pre-press. I can't see why it's not in there. Okay, so this is the finishing sheet. Now for the purposes of the video, I will just leave it as an A3 sheet, but normally I'm a bit of a tightwad, so I'd cut it down into A4 size, because there's no point in leaving it A3. So, position the garment on the platen and place the coloured sheet on top. Okay, we're getting there. We're just about 12 degrees above where we want to be. I've had a think, and I think what I'm going to do is I am going to change the sheet of paper, and I'm just going to put the sheet over. But if I put it over just like that, then I know I've done it at that end, and then we can see if it leaves any marks or anything on the shirt itself. So we'll bring that in, press it down for 30 seconds. Again, we'll go into speed up mode, so this will seem like 3 seconds. There we go, that's the sheet off. It doesn't look as if the sheet has actually done anything. So the instructions said to remove and allow it to completely cool. I'll show you it there. Yeah, it says to remove, allow it to completely cool before going and trying to remove it. So what we'll do is in the meantime we'll just close that back up and let that cool down, because we're going to want to be placing on the match sheet again once we've peeled it off. It's actually cooling down quite quick. We'll just give it another minute or so. Okay, that's all very cool now. Then we'll just peel it off. Okay, so that's the peeled off sheet, how that looks. And you can see there how the t-shirt looks. You can see it managed to pick up all the lines of all of the extra bits of the toner that was put in, that actually came out of the printer. You can see it's put an extra line down there. I'm not quite sure where that line came from, because that's in another direction to how the other stuff has gone. So let's put it back underneath the press and we'll whack the matte sheet on top of it, and we'll see how it looks once it comes out of that. Let's bring you back up again. There you go. It doesn't say which way up these sheets go. I don't know if there is a right way or a wrong way. It does feel rather waxy on either side, so I don't know if it really matters. So let's give that another 30 seconds. Okay, there we go. Let's grab it out and let's take a look. So I can't see any difference on that sheet whatsoever. I can see there's a slight sheen to it, not a huge one. Let's move this over, turn it all off. Okay, let's have a closer look. There is a slight little sheen to it now, so it does look as if that transferred over something onto it. And inside it feels a bit like a vinyl, but a slightly thinner vinyl. Obviously it's only just been done. I can't really pick at it to get anything off. I am giving it a go, but even these small bits, you can see I'm scraping away there, and they are actually staying stuck down. So let's just do a stretch test on it. Just bear in mind that it has only just been done, so this might fail a bit, but no, that seems to be holding up all right. You see how it's stretching. You can see over time, like if I show you the G there, if you look at the G, you can see how I just stretched it. It's already got lots of micro lines on them, as we call it. So you can see over time where that would stretch. But I think for something that you just want to do as quick and easy, all in one colour, if you don't have a vinyl cutter but you do have a laser printer, as long as it doesn't print extra colour toner on there for you, then yeah, you should be alright with it. It looks okay. So thank you for watching to the end of the video anyway. Please subscribe. I ask everybody to. We really, us little YouTubers really do count every single subscriber we get. Please like, please comment, please let me know what you think. Do you think it's any good? Do you think the way how I done it was any good? Could I have changed it and maybe done something a little bit different? I have got some other sheets, and it isn't a huge issue to ordering some more sheets if I get some ideas as to how I can change it and what I can actually do. I think one thing that would be interesting to try is a 2-colour one. I don't know if you could do like a 2-colour one, if you could maybe stack them up. But then why would you do that when I've got the other laser ones that do, that I've got to try, that can do the full colour print anyway. So yeah, that's it there. Please leave a comment, please like, please subscribe, and until the next video, bye bye.